Welcome everybody, and today I'm going to be breaking down every single thing that you need to know before you get inside the bunker in Misery. Now before we even step foot inside, there's going to be a few things you need to understand. There are going to be two new monster types that you're going to discover inside the bunker. The first is going to be the ghoul, as you see here. This thing is going to wake up anytime it hears noise, so you want to be very quiet when going through these bunkers, because if it hears you, it will kill you, okay? It is a one-shot kill if you're in solo. I've heard a bunch of people say, hey, if you're playing co-op, you can actually shoot it off of your teammate's back. I can't confirm, as I don't play co-op in this game, so someone let me know in the comments if that is true. Next up, we have the Screamers, and these guys are not going to be an issue to deal with at all. As long as you have a decent weapon, they're pretty much just 1 to 2 shots to the head, and they're going to drop. But you want to make sure you're on high alert for them at all times, because if they do their little ability where they smack their little talons on the ground, they will alert every single ghoul within like a 10-mile vicinity. So just make sure you kill them before they can do that. Next, you need to know which weapon is going to be the best to bring into the bunker. And now, there is one that is absolutely without a doubt the weapon you need to bring. But if you don't have it, you can obviously bring an extra. It's just not going to be as good. So the weapon I do recommend overall is going to be the AS Val. It is suppressed, so it's not going to alert ghouls. You're going to be able to drop Screamers in 1 to 2 shots, like I said, with this weapon. But of course, if you don't have it, the AK-74 is going to be a great second choice. Really, any weapon other than a pistol is going to be what I recommend to bring into the bunker. Obviously, the AS Val is without a doubt the best weapon. Now, I want to talk a bit about equipment. Obviously, you want to take the largest backpack into the bunker you own. As you can see here, this is the large backpack. You'll find this after you do a couple expeditions. They're not too uncommon, but mainly you need a gas mask as well as a hazmat suit. And I also recommend the vest with pouches, as it's just going to give you more room to carry. For your inventory, I recommend staying somewhat light, just food, water, med kit, maybe a melee weapon, and then a glow stick. Anything else you don't really need. Now that we have all of that out of the way, let's get into what you're all really here for. So the first thing you need to notice is that every single bunker spawn is going to be different. You're never going to have the exact same bunker spawn multiple times in a row. Sure, you might have the same like starting room, but every single time the bunker layout is going to be different. As you can see here, one of the main areas that you're going to come across is going to be this missile silo. It's going to have 4 different doors connecting you to 4 different areas of the bunker. These things are massive, okay? And it is very easy to get lost. So I highly recommend bringing glow sticks with you. Just drop these in any major doorway you come across, and it's gonna make finding your way back 10 times easier. Now, as you can see on screen here, there are going to be landmines in the bunker. These will ruin your run in 1 shot. So make sure you're scanning every single floor. Make sure you're not leaving any area unturned, because you don't want to step on one of these by accident. Now, one of the most important rooms you're going to find is going to be this storage room right here that has extreme radiation in the middle of it. As long as you hug the corners, the radiation is not going to be too bad. But the loot in this room is arguably the best in the bunkers. This is where you can find the military suit to build the exosuit, as well as this is where I found my large backpack on my first ever bunker run. So I highly recommend, if you come across this room, check every single corner, because something important is going to be in here. Another area I recommend you check out is going to be immediately outside of the room you were just in. To the left, it's going to have these black bubbles on the wall. It's like a military office, but every single time I come in here, I find something useful, whether that's a med kit, antidepressants, an MRE, a flask, something like that. It is very useful. So I highly recommend just checking it out. Since I mentioned some good areas, I obviously want to mention some not so good areas. The first one is going to be this on screen here, like this tunnel area. There's only loot at the very beginning and at the very end. Other than that, it's really just a connector to other parts of the bunker. So I don't recommend wasting time, searching every single hallway in this area. It's just not worth it. Another thing is going to be dead ends. You'll probably come across a couple of these in your time exploring the bunker, but keep these in mind, because any dead end is going to be a potential spawn room that you could end up with. Now, this area with the checkerboard floor isn't necessarily good or bad. It serves more as a connector, kind of like the missile silo or the cracked hallway. However, this is a hot spot for ghouls and screamers, so make sure you're checking corners and being very cautious. Now I'm going to make 2 lists on screen here showing common and rare items that you're likely to find while exploring. For common, you have AS Vals, SVDs, ammo and mags, large backpacks, military gas masks, MREs, flasks, military medkits, and Spetsnaz uniforms. For rare, I only have 2, but this is also from my personal experience. These are going to be the military uniform and the Saiga 12. Now obviously you need the military uniform to make the exosuit, but let me tell you, this dev does not want you to find the military uniform. This thing is so hard to find. It's clear the dev wants you to work for this exosuit considering it is the best outfit in the game. But the Saiga 12, I don't know if this is just personal struggle. I've seen plenty of people say, oh, I got this on my first bunker run. I am 50 emissions deep, not a single Saiga 12, okay? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know if I'm looking in the wrong areas, but I just can't find this thing. So let me know if you guys are struggling the same way I am, or maybe it's just me. Now a side note, I highly recommend taking advantage of how many military boxes there are in these bunkers, okay? Immediately off the spawn, you get 10 for free. So go ahead, pick those up because they're gonna be great for storage. Now my biggest tip I can give you is gonna be don't get greedy, okay? There's gonna be times where your inventory might not even be full, but you have very valuable items. Don't risk going deeper, especially if you don't know the layout of the maps, as you run the risk of getting lost. Another thing I recommend is that if you do die, make sure you have a spare gas mask and hazmat suit on standby, as the bunker's radiation without either of these is going to kill you within about a minute. But that is going to wrap up today's video, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you watched till the very end, you will be a complete bunker master. Make sure you like and subscribe to stay up to date with all of the most recent Misery content, as I am making videos pretty much every single day. I'm trying to reach 1,500 subscribers by the end of the month, which I fully believe we can do. You guys are awesome. So until next time, peace.